Hi everyone, in this video I'll be talking about ambient devices. Ambient devices are the future of all the handheld devices that we use in our daily life. Now in this video I will talk about what is ambient devices, what are the early signs of this new technology, how the current ecosystem looks like, what are the gaps, what are the pros and cons, and what the top companies in this field are doing towards ambient devices. Now, what is ambient devices? When we use normal Android or iPhone devices, we have to search an application, we have to download that application from the App Store, then you have to select a particular feature, then we can get our task done. Think about booking a cab and ordering a food from Zomato. You have to do a lot of research, you have to search, you have to filter out, you have to do a lot of things, and then your task will get done. But ambient devices is really a pro user approach where user have to give the requirement, the task will be done based on their preferences. Maybe they want to have the healthy food out there, or they just want to get the food under 30 minutes, and based on their choices, previous experiences, the ambient devices will get things done without doing much of user efforts. Now the early signs are really there because inside ChatGPT there is a new feature which is currently available, which is application inside ChatGPT. Now in this feature you don't have to go outside to do the shopping. You can just describe or have a discussion with your ChatGPT about your preferences, and it will do all the shopping for you. Or maybe it will do a booking of a vacation, and it will plan all the itinerary for you. Now those kind of integrations are already there, which is the early signs of this technology. Now let's take a step back and think about how it different from the current application or entire application ecosystem. Current apps have two things: first, utilities, and second, platform effect. First, utilities are nothing but what the application are actually solving, and platform is the network effect and other additional features that the user use. Let's take example of Instagram. People come to Instagram to connect with their friends and see what they are doing, but they stay because of this huge networking effect, and they stay for all the additional features like reels, stories, etc. Let's think about this a little bit. Now I will come to attention. Now why attention is important? Because everyone on social media, everyone on news, we are listening about content addiction and screen addiction. So attention is really important because attention is limited, and all these companies which have revenue based on advertisements, they're earning money from our attentions. In this, there is a clear and a good frameworks out there, that is 1, 9 and 90 rule. 1 means 1% are very high level creators. Think about YouTube creator community. 1% people create contents and 99% people consume them. In Instagram, that increases to 10%. People create contents and rest 90% they consume those contents. Those rest 90%, they are actually the cash cow for all these ad revenue based companies, because they are the silent consumers. They consume and they don't really create contents by themselves. They are the major user base. Now from their perspective, we have to think about this ambient device technology. So for this, this is a graph I have built, which have in y-axis there is utility, and in x-axis there is attentions. So first I want to talk about the right side things like YouTube and Instagram, because there the utility is very low, but the attention contribution is very high because people stay there and just keep on scrolling reels and etc. Compared to that, if you come to Coursera, you might use that to change your job and build a career around it. So I put them as utilities high, but still there you have to give more attentions. Compared to that, if you look at alarm and calculator apps, it is already ambient, because we don't know there is a alarm or calculator app separately, because every app have those applications. It is already there, we just use that for our requirement, for our utility. So much attention is not needed, so they are already ambient. Now the next level which will get benefit from this ambient technology are Uber, for example. Uber, that is a core utility that we want to connect with or we want to book a cab. So any kind of application just can use Uber as a tool to connect with a cab driver, rather than creating other fuss or taking out much of the time. So there we don't need much attention as well. But currently we might be spending around 15 to 20 minutes searching cabs, waiting there in the application. That we don't have to do because ambient devices will take care of it. That's how we need to think about this whole ambient device approach. Now just let's think about the gap currently there, because current app marketplace is based entirely based on a democratic system, because anyone can come, anyone can host their application. If the users start to use the application, it got the ranking high and it gets better funding. But in ambient it will probably a hidden marketplace. Now with hidden marketplace there will be a lot of dynamics or politics in play, because some company like Apple and Google, they might prefer some other company, they might not prefer the newer company. So new startups, they might struggle getting the user, getting the adoption, getting into the search of the user base. Now that will definitely impact the startup or the new apps in the entire ecosystem. Now the second part is, and that is the very important part of this new technology, that is edge AI. Because currently all the AI, because we need some kind of AI to orchestrate this ambient behavior. Now to orchestrate this ambient behavior, we need to have that AI inside the devices, because if we have all these interactions and the interaction is recorded in the cloud, that will hamper the privacy of the user and it is very risky. So edge AI is the goal. Currently Google is experimenting with Chrome based edge AI, and next I'm hoping they will go to secondary devices, and after that primary devices will have some kind of local AI for these kind of capabilities. Also we will need some kind of like model context protocol, which is currently being used to explain the AI about tools and APIs. So we will need those kind of descriptions for all the applications that are being developed by any kind of developers for any kind of platforms. Lastly, I'll just show any sign from all these top players who are actually interested into ambient devices. The first thing to take note is Sam Altman. In every other interview, you can go check it out yourself in their OpenAI YouTube channel. He's talking about that chat-based interaction is not the core UI for a AI-based interaction. We need something different. And currently, they have hired John Ivey, who was the iPhone designer. He's working on a devices. Now in this little box which is shared by OpenAI, you can see devices which is hidden, but they are already working on that, and that will be the core product and physical product, or maybe a different kind of interaction which will be a core part of AI human interaction. Second, Meta have already released Ray-Ban. Now Ray-Ban is based on AR technology, and that can be another way to look at this ambient technology. And from Google, we have not got any kind of development yet, but there is a project Astra which is basically taking Gemini Live and creating into a personal assistant. So we are hoping that Android and iPhone, they probably go into the future, but you know, this is entirely different ecosystem, so it will entirely upside down the current dynamics in the market. So there will be maybe political effect, there may be device adoption issues, a lot of risk will be there, because maybe some central company will be adopting this. So I'm hoping for this technology to succeed, maybe the ambient device technology has to be open source, which again is very controversial take, because if the top company, they're not earning any money, they will not probably do it for greater good of humanity. But still we have to hope to have those kind of optimism in our heart. That's all for today. If you have any feedback, any kind of comment on this topic, please let me know in the comment section. And that's it for today. Thank you.